Man, Boosie out of here, man. They gonna send young Boosie to jail, man, on this one, man. They set him up, man. They set Boosie Booze up, man.
Damn, that live, the gun allegedly hanging out the back. How they can tell it's a real gun though? You can't. It can't
because the dude who had that fucking cell phone, man. That cell phone shot fucked Boosie up, bruh. Let me tell you out there, TV man. Checking in is real. I'm keep telling you niggas this over and over. It's fucking real.
What about professional athletes? Because
boy, you must ain't heard our other story, huh?
Yeah, go ahead and tell it real quick.
Yeah, it was a time, man, boy, NBA had it bad, nigga, in them 90s. Shaq? Oh, boy, that's Big Shaq.
He got laid down?
Nigga. Boy, listen, Shaq had it bad, nigga. Had it bad. Till he hooked up with the right niggas. He was golden. Feel me? But Shaq was a good homie. Shaq good.
Do you feel like Pac was a street nigga? Like?
No. Pac fatal mistake, bro, was getting out of prison and coming out here and started trying to claim a fucking gang, man. Pac was got out of prison and went to Death Row and ran Death Row. Straight up.
So, like, when you look at people like Birdman, Wayne, these are popular bloods of entertainment.
Pardon myself for laughing on that question, but go ahead.
But do y'all respect them and recognize them as blood?
Hell no. Shit no. I don't. And a whole lot of others that I can speak for too.
All right, here we go. Yo, what up, though, man? I got a legend in the building, an OG, internet sensation. Hey, man, voice rocks the algorithm like crazy. Bonnie Hunter BJ, how you doing, my guy?
You already know, man. Watts is in the building, man, representing, man. Watts to Texas, man. Texas to Watts, man. We connected, man. ROE 2023 in the building, man. Split D TV, man. Y'all already know, man. It's a pleasure being here right now, man, with Big D, man.
Yeah,
it's
man.
It's a pleasure, man.
Welcome to Mogul State of Mind, man. Jumping into space, I just kind of want to jump all the way in it. I got a chance from Cali, Compton, LA. Got a chance to interview Ayatollah Marv, Melvin Farmer. I think they're the only two from the West Coast I got a chance to really sit down with. Compton, LA, and you from Watts. Like, what's the difference between the three? Stereotypes between Compton, Watts, and LA.
Well, first and foremost, shout out to both of them brothers, man, to the big homies. Those are the big homies over my aspect of things, man. You know, even though they both from different areas, different sides, the blue and the red, but they still big homies. They from that first generation marker, man. So the difference between Compton and Watts is basically the areas. You know, Watts sits smack dead, neutralized in the middle of Los Angeles itself, sort of say. We became the hub of the city during the migration days of you know, our family members and our ancestors and our people descending to Los Angeles,
Gotcha.
Coming from the South and migrating to the West. Then Watts became the center hub of things because Compton was predominant all white. You couldn't
Gotcha.
live in Compton unless your mother and father was a school teacher or a doctor or worked at one of these big major plantations. I mean, one of these plants, warehouses or something during that time. So Compton was just predominant and ran by whites. So that's what separated Watts, because Watts was where all the niggas was.
Got you. Now, in this day or coming up, the stereotypes, you know, like how sometimes people make, like I'm from Detroit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So people would say like west side of Detroit, them niggas kind of bougie, uppity, east siders, grimy. What was like the hood stereotypes, like what people say about people from Watts or what people say from Compton?
Same typical stereotype. We on the east side, we grimy niggas. We fighters, we squabblers, jackers, robbers. West side niggas, they live in houses.
Got you.
Even though they bangers, them niggas live in homes, 3, 4, 5 bedroom homes. You got a porch, a backyard. Nigga, my backyard is the size of this little carpet right here. That's my backyard in the projects. You feel me?
Got you.
And so it's a big difference. Then they dress different. When they had the Fila BG suits,
okay,
we had the Fila knockoff suits. You know what I'm saying? So it was a big difference. But what made me such a trend out of my hood during them times was because I became an explorer bounty hunter, meaning that I left the projects. A lot of my homies built reputations from the streets to the systems, but their lives contained in the projects. I was never like that from a young age. Even my parents we went on family trips, we went on family outings, so I was always being introduced to different things to be experimental.
Yeah.
So when I got clean in the streets, I used that same experimental experience that my father and my parents implanted in me, and I used it to my homies and my comrades in the streets. There was other Damus, Crips from other neighborhoods that I knew. I had cousins that was Crips that I literally couldn't bring into projects at the time because of the rulings. So I used to go visit them and go to their hoods. So I was able to experiment that.
Now, the history of like bounty hunters and bloods. So when I spoke to Ayatollah was saying that Piru and bloods aren't the same. He was kind of talking about Wack being a Pacoima. He said he can't be two P's and a B. Is what he was saying with Wack. Like, so kind of explain to me, is Piru blood? Is blood Piru?
Hey, now, that's crazy. And I'm the right individual to ask that question to, because when I seen that, of course, my own response to it within myself was like, fuck the homie talking about? I mean, because this is new to me. What do you mean you can't be two P's without the B? But I caught the analogy. But I just left it as that because that was some shit he was going through with him and Blood getting into it. So I was like, okay, that's him and Blood little shit. I'll just leave it on that aspect. But what the fuck you mean you can't be two P's without the B, or two P's and a B? Meaning you can't be a P and a B. Since when? Because when I started this shit, bro, Pirus was bloods, as far as I know in my history. They always been bloods to me. I've never known that part of the history where it was a separation. Pirus was Pirus and bloods was bloods. Nigga, all the Pirus I know in the history of life since 1970 in the 70s and going into the early 70s, me coming off the porch of 73, 74, I've known Pirus to be bloods. I didn't never see them separate from us. So this is new to me. Hearing this now in this era, this new shit is all new to me, bro. I didn't, it was like, okay, well, so you mean tell me we come up in all these years, it's a separation? Pirus are to be looked at as Pirus, not bloods, is unheard of to me. And again, that's me, my personal opinion of being a second generation Damu from Nixon Gardens. I ain't never heard that, bro.
Gotcha.
Of course, the word Piru, has an extensive flow to it, and it stands out, Piru, because that's what it's been. But it's always been Piru blood, Luda Park Piru, Mob Piru, Elm Street Piru, Fruit Town, you feel me, Piru. But bloods, it's always blood behind it. So that's all I've known. So whatever this new wave shit that's going on, I don't know nothing about the separation or we Pirus and we ain't bloods.
Gotcha. Now you, bounty hunter blood, kind of explain the history behind that one a little bit.
Well, the history as far as we go, we our first generation, my big homies before me, we started out, we were just, like I say, we was a segregated housing project from the Jordan Downs, the Pirus Courts, High Center Village, which housed all black families that was hosting from different areas, descending to Los Angeles, from the South, as far as Alabama, Louisiana, Texas, you name it. And so when they got to Los Angeles, realizing, wait, damn, we didn't know we was coming to the milk of land and honey for a new life, and we thought we were going to live in Los Angeles and get a big home in Beverly Hills somewhere, but these white folks got a plan already. They making everybody stop right dead smack in the middle of Watts, and you only got 2 spots you can go to. It's the only little section in South Central Los Angeles that we can contain and go to, or you got to get off the train and stay right here in Watts. And when you stay right here in Watts, now you got a 4 different dynamic section that you got to pick from. Either go east, which leads you to Nixon Garden, Heisel Projects or High Centers, or you go west of the tracks, which is going to lead you to the Jordan Downs, WVG area, the new homes, the Blue Gates, things of that nature. So it was a segregation that was already set up for us that we really didn't realize as blacks at that time, because when they built the projects, the housing projects were developed in 1944, 1945, and 1955, which we were birthed in 1955. And the housing projects of Jordan Downs was birthed right after us. And then the first actual housing project was built, which was the smaller projects, which was High Center Village, 1944. And so these projects were built based on concrete barracks only, because of the wars, World War I and II. So they were built for single white families at the time, because they actually, and that's the crazy part about the flip side to it, was predominant Watts had all whites then, and they lived in the housing projects. So coming up into the 50s, when everything started exchanging and it flipped over and it migrated to us, then we started living in the housing projects, and then that's where they barricaded us and kept us all. And then they came up with this reprimanded act, a ruling where they got with all the realtors, and they said, well, you know what, at one point, because our families who were descended from these different places of the South and different areas, and then if you didn't stop in Watts, then you would shoot up to Northern California. Mm-hmm. That's why Northern is so predominantly connected with the South, because all the Southerners are Northern.
Yeah.
So it's a combination. It runs coincide. And so with that being that way, then Watts became that predominant for the black culture is where it's at, Watts. It's either Watts or South Central, or you go in Northern California. You can't go to Compton because they were all ran by farms. There are farms up there. Number farms in Compton. Land.
Is it still like that now?
Horses, yeah. Certain places, hell yeah.
Okay.
You can literally go down, let's say 132nd, 131st, a street in Compton, and you'll see houses, but you had that smell in the air because they got farms in the backyard.
Damn, that's crazy.
Like the homie Slick from Campanella. You know, he got a farm, but he literally live in the hood. Slick lives in the hood, smack dead in Compton, in the hood area, but he runs a farm. He got a real farm and a ranch converted into his house.
Now, did you choose, what is the first set of Bloods that ever came up? Is it?
The Brims and Pirus.
Brims and Pirus.
For us that historical part of history, and that could be, like I say again, that can be where the separation is explained today as the only part that I could see is separation, and that was because in the beginning, it was the Brims and the Pirus. We were the Green Jackets. Excuse me, we were the Green Jackets, and then we had the Pig Meats, but we weren't a gang. It was just a clique. It was a clique that was formulated in our neighborhood to keep the whites and the supremacists out from coming into our community. So cliques started being formulated throughout the city.
Now, did you turn Blood as because a lot of people see the conception like people turn Blood to have protection from Crips, as if Crips had this overwhelming influence or was terrorizing people, so the Bloods had to be formed to counter the Crips. Is that accurate?
That's pretty accurate in a lot of ways, in a lot of areas, a lot of neighborhoods, but not when it came to the Nixon Guards. The pressure wasn't applied to us where we had to make a choice, even though it was presented to us, but it wasn't the pressure to us. A lot of hoods, pressure was applied. Like, nigga, this is what it's gonna be. Nigga, you niggas is riding with this blue team.
Yeah.
And they went over there and just smashed. When it came to us, it wasn't like that. It couldn't be like that. So because we had a unification one time of all the housing projects being pro-black, that's when the Crippin came in and put the separation in effect, because now the Jordan Downs decided to take a stand and make a choice. The west side of the tracks decided to take a stand and make a choice. Everything over there became Crips. When Raymond and them got to that side of the east side and smashed down in that part of Watts and got with the Days and the Brims and all these major names and the Pig Meats and different families that was from that era at that time, and certain little brothers that was in that generation, the first generation, they became adapt to the Crip motion. So it became Jordan Down Crips. Once the Jordan Downs established, they name and stamped their name in the game as far as Jordan Down Crips, they merged and they blossomed into the Grape Streets. They changed their whole color system, everything. And that's how that was developed as far as their history goes, because they started out as Jordan Down Crips, and it used to be WVG, Watts Video Grape Street, which was Mexicans.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Yeah, real thorough history. The WVG came from Watts Video Grape Street. Feel me? So then the G Street, the G was replaced and taken by the Jordan Downs with the Grape Streets with the purple rag. So they separated themselves from the blue rags. And that's what made that separation for them.
Gotcha.
And then they became like us. We're basically the biggest blood set in Los Angeles and one of the most predominant blood sets, the most aggressive, neutralizing blood set in Los Angeles. And I'm not saying that from putting any of the blood sets down, putting any homies down, but it's the fucking truth, it's facts. And I stand on it. And Jordan Downs became the same way amongst the Crips.
Okay.
The Jordan Down became an umbrella where a lot of the Crips in Los Angeles followed the Jordan Down lead, especially in the system as well as on the street, because them niggas was the same opposite as us. They would put their work in, and when it came to the Crips couldn't just come to the Jordan Downs and formulate and take over.
Gotcha.
So they had to go in cahoots with them.
When you see other areas outside of Cali, like you see Fort Worth got a big Crip and Blood environment, culture. Little Rock, Arkansas. A lot of places you see Bloods and Crips, these pockets, all over the place. And I interviewed Faison Love one time, and he was like, pretty much, sets outside of California don't really get respected like that. Well, how do you feel about people who bring in Blood or Crip and they not from Cali?
My honest opinion on that, D, man, is me being an advocate, man, and a trendsetter from that second generation, man, from my side of the walk of life to the Monster Cody, rest in peace, which was one of my homies, man, a real good dude I knew, grew up with in the trenches. I just think that being that we were young and we all got bamboozled and fucked up with this gang shit, and to the point to where now, you know, I sit here, you know, my king status, man, I sit here in my grown man status, man, you know, my soon-to-be grandfather status, you know, a father status, to the point where I flash back and I look on them 30 years of my life that I devoted to this shit that ain't gonna give me nothing back in return, right? So I look up on the new wave shit and be like, it pisses me the fuck off, because I got too many fucking homies that's dead, real homies. And then you hear these little fucking young niggas talking about on the dead homies. Shut the fuck up with that dead homie shit when real niggas, real soldiers, real warriors are here, die for this shit. Your daddies, your aunties, your uncles, shit before you was even born. So it's a disrespect to me. And then for other states and cities to cling to it, bro, I feel sorry for them. Real talk. I feel fucking sorry for them, bro, because outside of the poverty in which I knew, everything else outside that was beautiful once upon a time to me. When I get on a plane and travel to other states, that's the reason me leaving Los Angeles, to get away from the gunfire and the turmoil and the killings. Let me go to Texas. Let me go to Louisiana. Let me fucking go to Hawaii, wherever I choose to, because it's peace. Man, it ain't peace no motherfucking more, man, no matter where you go. So now you got all these different sets and different states mimicking the Los Angeles trend, bro. And then a lot of them not even really playing by the rules, or they don't go by the real history and historical point of the shit. So it makes it all fucked up and watered down. So it's chaos. It's chaotic. If there was really structure in the gangs, I guarantee you, bro, you would not see so much senseless killing. You would see actual gang killing, not senseless killing, bro. We would be dealing with gang killing, not senseless killing. Well, again, Bonnie and the BJ, what do you mean by that? Break that down. Let me break it down for you, TV land. Senseless killing is what we see today. Every day we turn on these channels, every day you turn on your TV, a baby just got killed. Or some nigga did a drive-by, killed an innocent elder. This senseless shit. Gang killing. Oh man, this gang such and such, the Chipmunks went across the street and just blew the 3 houses away and killing 5 gang members. Because these niggas walked up and handled their business. Gang shit. Feel me? Like if you was take us back to the mob wars. When the mobs went to war, they went to war, right?
Yep.
What them niggas say? Get the mattresses ready. Get the mattresses ready. See, I grew up like that, man. Get the motherfucking mattresses ready, man. We going to war. We going to get these motherfuckers. Not kill no babies. Not shoot no elders. We going to get them niggas. So it's a big difference, bro. So when I see this shit, it's an embarrassment to me as being a real double OG. You young niggas put these guns down, man. Put them rags down and shit, man, because you niggas ain't cut from no cloth. You were born in paper towels and napkins, nigga. Easy to tear.
What percentage of these gangs do you think was influenced by the movie Colors for getting outside of Cali?
Those who got aware of it in the 90s, and I can kind of just pinpoint certain states, but I know for a fact the influence was a great influence hitting Fort Worth and hitting Texas, primarily Fort Worth, because this is where the first Crips section started at. And when the Crips section started here and merged throughout Texas, before it hit Houston, before it hit Dallas, and trickled on down throughout Texas, it merged out of Fort Worth. You know, so, and that being was because, and what solidified that to make it even official, or say, okay, well, the Crips that merged down here at that time, Big Nino, was that official, or who was those Crips anybody? And that's what makes a difference.
Gotcha.
If you got a cat that's stamped, and he's from the turf, he's from the Mecca, and he got family that's already from the South, which means he's from the South. It's descendants in his bloodline. It's just his family was separated. Half of them ended up moving to the West, and the other half stayed behind, which was his great-grandmother, his uncles, his aunties. They still here. Some of the cousins, which is the kids of the aunties and uncles. So that's where the only separation come in. But now, because I was just telling this philosophy, this analogy the other day, now you get on the phone, you call Cousin Ken, find out Cousin Ken got it popping on the block down there in Shreveport. You on your way to Shreveport, Louisiana. You're blood. So guess what? By the time you finish, your 5, 6 cousins gonna be bloods right along with you. Because you're gonna import what you know, and you're gonna bring what you know with you. So not only do it become the D-boy gang now, it become the gang. So that's how gangs started getting connected to the dope trade, and the gangs established was from the dope trade.
Yeah.
See, if it wasn't the dope trade, the gangs would have never been able to be introduced. It had to become only from TV. That would have been the only influence. But the real physical influence came about after Colors, was because individuals like myself and other members who had families descended all over started flying out of the city with the idea of how do I master a major distribution situation outside of my town, my city, out of state, OT, different sections. And that's how it was developed.
So, like, when you look at people like Birdman, Wayne, these are popular bloods in entertainment.
Pardon myself for laughing on that question, but go ahead.
Or do y'all respect them and recognize them as blood?
Hell no. Shit no. I don't. And a whole lot of others that I can speak for too. My respect to Bird and to Wayne is specifically what they are to me. Talented. He's a CEO who really built an empire with his brother. I respect the man for that. When it comes to this blood shit, ain't no respect for me honoring him as a blood. I respect him as who he is as a man. But for me to go out my way and stamp the nigga, say, oh yeah, Birdman, he the shit, he's my nigga.
No.
I personally on hand, homie. Real talk, and nigga want to contest it. You niggas know how to holler. But I personally on hand had to stop him and Lil Wayne one time at the Soul Train Award. We getting nominated for a Grammy at this time. I said we, me, 2 Trill ET, 2 Trill West, Bun B, Pimp C, and we just come up out our vehicle, going into the red carpet. We hit our trailer. As we going in, Snoop stopped us, so we hollering and chopping up with Snoop, Lil Papa, Snoop bodyguard, homie Papa and shit, man, you know, so we chopping it up. These niggas getting out their limos, they push up. Immediately I spent around and seen them. So now, at this point in time, I'm on my network status to where I want to meet the niggas anyway, to collaborate and do some business with these niggas, because he was fucking with my little homie, rest in peace, Lil PD.
Okay.
You feel me? And I was mentoring my little homie, and I knew my little homie was fucking with him on the music tip. So I'm trying to, you know, give my little homie the game and teach him, man, how to stay solid with this shit and really go get your money. Don't be around these niggas being no fucking groupie. Don't hang around these niggas so these niggas get your credibility and get your name around with it. Handle your shit for real. So that was my whole approach to do an introduction. Hey, nigga, if you ain't heard, then you need to know who I am. I'm such and such. So when I approached them, niggas had the red flags in their left pocket, homie.
Oh, shit.
Totally disrespected. I pushed right up on niggas. Blood, what's happening? Blood, what's up, homie? Niggas know who I am? Nigga, I'm Barney on the Beach. I'm CJ from Nick's Garden, homie. CEO, Paper Chase Entertainment, 2 Trill West. Hey, my niggas, you niggas got the flags in the wrong pocket, homeboy. Nigga looked at me. Turned around, oh, no disrespect, OG. Okay. Kept it on pushing in and shit. But you know, just that just that moment, that split moment there, spit me to a whole nother direction. So as they grew in the game, and I started noticing and seeing that was their reflection, that they was representing the Damu thing, my mind was already made up to the point that, for me, it was some coronation shit to me because of the fact that who are you niggas official under? Who stamped you niggas out of Cali? Who made you niggas official? Everybody want to holler Piru. Feel me? Okay, well, who made you niggas a Piru? Who made you official?
Yeah.
Because you hollering blood. But then you just tell me, well, Pirus ain't bloods. So I'm confused.
What about Chris Brown?
What about him?
Fruitown, Piru. Do you vouch for? Is his bloodism vouched for?
Listen, D. Fuck the bullshit. And let's cut the red tape. Fuck the bullshit. Don't know singer, don't know rapper who really wasn't born or raised in this shit gets the credibility for me, a stamp for me for shit. Be what you are, my nigga. Be a singer. Or tell the world for real, hey, man, this is a made-up gimmick like Charlie. This is a made-up characteristics, man. I'm not a gangster. I'm just a gangster rapper. That's what these niggas not to start doing. Tell the truth. You niggas wasn't born off the block. Chris Brown ain't from the block. They put him on the block. It's the difference. You see that?
Yeah.
Nigga put you on the block as opposed you really from the block. It's the big difference, bro. But Chris took that measurement of, he wanted to be a Damu, be a blood. The homie started fucking with him. One thing I can say, he did take that vow to where he was trying to really fuck with it, to really solidify itself. But however, when you have a situation and you don't have the right leadership appointed and the right leadership in position, and the business ain't right, of course the relationship ain't gonna develop right. So everything gonna unfold and fall.
So why would Chris Brown, a millionaire, Soulja Boy, millionaires, want to come up under, get put down on the hood? Because some people look at that as like soft extortion. Are they being I don't know. Is it extortion? Is they paying for protection?
D. What's the name of this show, D?
Mogul State of Mind.
This ain't VLAD, right?
Right.
This is D, Mogul State, right, D?
Yeah.
That nigga just asked me, is it soft extortion, huh? You want me, hey, no, D, listen, man, in some senses, it can be that, depending on the individual, but the question that you asked on hand is so damn important and it's real because it's like, how do I even answer that for Chris Brown? Because I would want to know my damn self, hey, nigga, you are successful, bro. You are not the, but one of the hottest young niggas in not your state, not this city, the world as an entertainer. What possibly could turn your mind around subconsciously and say, hey, man, you know what? I decided I want to wake up today. I want to be a gangster. I want to be a blood. It makes no fucking sense, D. So I could never really answer that question on hand to give you an answer because I would want to know too, what run through you dudes' minds? But see, I'm a nigga that made it out of my hood into success to achieve goals. It's a difference. I wasn't born in this shit. If I was born in it, you wouldn't be talking to Bonnie Hunter BJ. You'd probably be talking to Professor.
Yeah.
Instead of Bonnie Hunter BJ. You feel what I'm saying? So it's a difference as opposed to, bro, you had a chance. You had a mother and a father. I got homies that didn't grow up with no mother or a father. I got homies that grew up with a mother who was a dope fiend and a dope addict that spent nights in my house and ate my dinners and my plate. I used to have to sneak food out to my homies and shit, certain homies who didn't have meals and shit. Or I just go in the house, tell my mama, hey mama, I'm finna give these chickens and these green beans to such and such them. They ain't got no food. Who ain't got no food? No, go get them, baby. Now my mama feeding 5 or 6 of my homies.
Yeah.
Literally feed them a meal and then go home. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we grew up different, bro. So for me to adapt to the new wave shit, it's hard for me. So what I do, I just stay out the way, observe, voice my opinion. But am I for it? Am I with it? Hell no, man. Shit no. Because again, these kids had different opportunities than we had and where they should just took total advantage of the opportunities that was given to them and the blessings that's given to them, man. Chris ain't got no business in these fucking streets, or you trying to be in the streets. Soulja Boy, little thin, narrow ass, ain't got no business in these streets and trying to be in the streets. Nigga, you can't even handle Charlie. So what do I tell you? And you a gangster? I mean, if you give a fuck about them niggas flashing all their little money on the internet, all that shit. Can you really handle the real shit that you be talking? No. So just knock it off. Be what you really are, man. A creative musician, a young nigga who can produce, write, arrange, rap. I don't understand why that's so hard, bruh. I want to be a professional football player in my life, D. I want to play football and baseball, bro. That's all I knew once upon a time. Nigga, if I wouldn't have took the choice of this life, I knew I would have made it. Ain't no doubt in my mind.
So what shifted? What took you from being an athlete? Because it sounded like you had a pretty good, stable home. What actually propelled you or got you to jump off the porch into the gang shit?
The devil. The devil made me do it. Mm. The nigga in the red suit gave me an offer I couldn't refuse, man.
And what was that? What was the offer?
I lost my parents, my father, my little brother, and my mother back to back.
Damn.
Years apart, not years, back to back to back, year after year after year. I'm taking these losses. I'm a young nigga in the neighborhood that's predominant, nothing but bloods, and it's treacherous in the projects. You growing up in the hood where ain't no turning down no fades, ain't no walking away from no fade, ain't no running from the bully. You gotta face the motherfucking bully head on, win, lose. You lose a day, face that nigga tomorrow, fight him again until you beat his ass, till you figure out a way how to beat him. That's the type of hood I grew up in. So when I lost my parents, bro, it became detrimental to me, man. Like to the point where I knew I wasn't gonna resort to drugs, like a lot of my homies in the 80s who ran to cocaine. Instead of using it for their benefit, making the money, they utilize it against themselves. I've always been the total opposite. I've always been strong when it came to drugs. I don't fuck with nobody's drugs, bro, period. So when I took those losses, instead of me becoming somebody's drug addict and dying, I wanted to die. So my committed suicide was I took all the anger instilled in me and I just went. And I said, I'm gonna be the most notorious, if not but one of the most notorious bounty hunters coming up out these motherfucking projects. And that's what I did. I stepped in them shoes and I fulfilled them for 30 fucking years. I gave 30 years of my life active duty to the Nixon guards and to the streets of Los Angeles, man.
Angry.
Banging.
I interviewed Chestnut, OG from Young Boys Incorporated out of Detroit. And he told me a story when he caught his first body. He was able to talk about the details because he went to prison for it.
Right, he did his time already.
And he said, I would have never became the way I was if I never got bullied. He said, me getting bullied and having to fight all the time, that anger is what turned me into what I am. So it seemed like, do you feel like it's always, especially for young black men, something traumatic? Like you losing your parents, what did you feel like you was angry at? What did you feel like you was more angry at? God, is that the thing that set you off?
Allah. Coming up out of household, coming up around, a Baptist background, my grandmother's grandparents out of Missouri, my grandparents out of Texas, Austin, Texas, my family out of Texas, just having that background already and having that notion of knowing. So when that happened, it was like, wait a minute. My daddy is 46. My mother 43. Beautiful. Wide hips, no waist, athletic, always been like that from birth of me. I've seen this beautiful woman. Then my father, 6'4", tall, lean, chopped up, smart as fuck, speaks 6 different languages, Vietnam veteran. Why would God take them? That's what tore me up. Like the God that my parents talk about and my grandparents preach to us, why would he do that to us, right? When my daddy had it planned, we don't supposed to be stuck in these projects. We was only here temporarily to get back on our feet again so we go back and maintain property again like we had, feel me? So we had a plan. So now I feel like I'm stuck. So being in the process of being stuck, I know I gotta deal with a lot of lions and tigers and fucking animals in this goddamn jungle I'm in right now. So goddamn it, let me become one of the worstest animal over here then, damn it. And that's what I became. Or I could just packed up and left. But I had certain things already instilled in me of the hood. That's why it was so easier for me to just go on and jump over that broom and say, okay, y'all got me now. Give me the suit.
Yeah.
Come on, Mr. Devil, give it to me. I'm going to lead this war for you. Come on. But I'm going to do it in a way, boy, it's going to be unique. It's going to be different. And I'm going to make my name in this shit. And that's what I did. I called my name in it, man. Do I live with regrets? Hell to the yeah, D. Hell yeah, bro. I'm just now getting over in life to a point because of my actual commitment to anger management classes and speaking to an actual psychiatrist sessions. And I'm saying this, you the first time I've ever said this out loud to the public and on one of these platforms. I'm giving this to you, D. And so that really, really helped me snap back into the world of society as far as, like, I used to lay in the bed with my woman, man, and she would have to, every night, it wouldn't matter. Any night she with me, she would have to literally massage me to sleep, bro, because I wouldn't sleep. Or I had these nightmares. I wake up, I'm seeing bodies. I'm seeing shit from my past. Or literally, a nigga got me at gunpoint, finna blow my brain out. Nigga literally blew my brain out, and I put my head and my brain all back together and shit, and woke up type shit. Going through these type of symptoms and shit, bro. So it took me out of that to give me peace. So today, I can literally say, bro, I'm at peace with myself, as opposed to my past tense really, really trying to hunt me. You feel me? Because when you make that leap of change in your life, when you take that step to say, you know what, man, enough is enough. I want some different growth. You know, I want people to look at me differently. And you start doing that, all of a sudden, here come all the bullshit obstacles that wouldn't even be in your way in the first place when you was on your ignorant shit.
Yeah.
You feel me? Them obstacles wouldn't even exist. But that's because you decided to cross back over and give yourself in the right direction in which you know is right. Then of course the wrong gonna try to come at you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Now, what was the longest prison bid you did?
I did 4, 5, 3, 3.5. My longest would be the 5.
What level?
Anything I always went in was max security, level 4s. I ain't never been on a 2. They sent me on a level 2, 3 yard one time by mistake. They transferred me and they ended up sending me to a level 2. And that night, I got rolled up out of there that night because it went up. When them Crip niggas seen me, they was like, oh, cuz, shit, no, cuz, that nigga gotta go. If we allow that nigga to set up, oh, them bloods gonna be in here, we gonna have a problem. No. So when I hit the dorm, man, I went to the weight pile, buffed, and I'd already told myself I can't go to sleep until the morning, so I gotta be on shift. I said, damn, I gotta find me a nigga that can, watch my back while I sleep. So I need to find me somebody that don't gang bang, none of that. And so I didn't even get a chance to do none of that. Come from the iron pile, go to lay down at night, and then, in order for me to shower, I seen this cat that was from up north, Northern California. So what I did, I told Dude, I said, check this out, homie. I said, hey, look, I'm just coming through classification. I'm waiting on classification, but I got about 15 soups on me and shit and some chips and shit, homie. I said, I'll give you about 5 soups, my nigga. Put Usalam on me right quick. I'll run in here and take the shower. He said, oh, come on, I got you, G. No problem, I got you. So I paid him 5 soups. I went in there, took my shower real quick, got my boots on, feel me, going in there, shower with my boots on, shit, got my thing, shower up and shit. Now at this time, I don't got no weapons. So I hit him up again, I say, man, why can't I buy some shit? I need something, man. He said, let me see what I could do. You feel me? So boom, by the time before he was able to get back with me to let me know what was going on, they called count time on us. Count was when you got to get on your bunk. Now they finna count the whole compound. So they counted on us. When they counted on us, lights out. Shut the lights down, blah, blah, blah. Now, mind you, D, I ain't never ever, besides Chino, going through Chino reception, I'm not used to being in no dormitory, especially with no stacked 1, 2, and 3 beds. You feel me up? So I ain't used to that shit at all. I'm a straight prison. Niggas in the cell. It's only me and you, nigga. And if I don't like you, you going. You getting up out of here, nigga. You got to roll me up out of here. That's what I'm used to. I don't do the dorms and all that, open dorms, bro. And so I went to lay my ass down, but I knew in my mind, I just felt the atmosphere. I said, I know these niggas is gonna bring it to me. I know it, bro. They already hit me up. I let them niggas know this Bonnie Hunter say, where you from, nigga? You niggas know where I'm from, nigga. So it's already in the atmosphere. Nigga from Green Isles, from Santana Block, from Compton. I believe it's from Santana, but I won't say Santana, but I know he's from Compton for a fact. They sent him first. They sent him at me. I got a scratch on my shoulder right here, nigga, because I woke up and caught him. As he was finna jug me, he ended up carving me like a scratch because I woke up and caught him straight in the chin. Bam! And the nigga backed up off me, panicked. Instead, he just kept, if it was me with aggression, I'd have stayed on that nigga and kept hitting him. Yeah. But he backed up and gave me action. When he backed up, I dived off the bunk. When I dived off the bunk, I dived into 2 blows. Bing, bing, bing. Niggas fired on me. You know what I'm saying? Bing, bing, bing. Oh, shit. Bing, bing, bing. So now I'm fighting to the front door. My whole thing now is to fight these. I got to fight out of the alleyway, get out this alleyway, because they going to close me in.
Yeah.
I ain't got no bunk or nothing to put my back on, so I got to come straight out this alleyway. So I came dipping toe to toe, straight out that alleyway. Made it to the door. Before I even got to the door, the COs hit the motherfucker like a minute or two later, because it was going up. Them niggas was on me. They hit the door. When they hit the door, I'm stuck with about 3 or 4 of them. We numbered, and them niggas on me. Bing, 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 bing. I'm back. Bing, bing, bing. Finally, the police broke it up. When they broke it up, they grabbed me. They went to mace me. I turned around. They looked at me. He said, "Where the fuck? What are you?" I said, "Man, I'm a blood, man. What you mean?" He said, "You a blood? Get the fuck out of here. You're in the wrong place." They threw me out the door. You know what I'm saying? And they rolled me up. That classification found out he was over here on mistake. He wasn't even supposed to be on the line. You feel me? He's an indeterminate shoe. I'm an indeterminate shoe. I'm supposed to go straight to shoes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they put me out there by mistake.
Now, when you in level 4, how long are you out your cell? Do they let you out like, you can move like normal? What's the difference?
Well, depending on...
From 5.
Depending on the yards you're on, like if you're on open yards, you're on a level 4 in open yards, and your wings are not on lockdown, of course, you get yard time.
Gotcha.
But if you're on a level 4 and you're in a SHU, which is security housing units, now security housing units, let me break this down as well so TV land understand, because a lot of people take PC and SHU and they put them together. It's not together, it's separate. SHU is for all the bad niggas. Any nigga with names, the threats, niggas who didn't put that work in, that's what SHU is for. Whether you're white, Arabic, Mexican mob, Bloods, Crips, it don't matter. If you putting that shit in, SHU. PC, nigga, protected custody. That's where the sorry niggas go. That's where them niggas, hey, he trying to kill me over here. Come on, we got some place for you. We're gonna put you on over here. Where's Disneyland at? PC. Now they call it sensitive need yards. The fuck is a sensitive need? Man?
So give me an example. Who go to PC? So this is, like you said, somebody want to kill you. Do gay people, is that most of them go PC?
No, they got their own yards. Yeah, they built that a long time ago. The Vacaville's and the CMC. So that's where they send anybody that's in that alphabet era. They send them on up to see CMC or Vacaville.
Got you. Because recently, what's been going viral is Chicago artist Lil J. And it's this videotape that got out of
the nigga with the tranny sitting on his lap.
On his lap, yeah.
I told you we supposed to touch that, man. I told your ass, man. I told you, man, we supposed to touch that. Because there's so many of these fucking ass niggas out here undercover like that, man. Undercover ass niggas. Then you want to talk about you got a wife and a woman, man. Disrespecting them kids like that, man. Bringing kids in the world, knowing damn well you like them things. Just be what you like. To each his own. You feel me, D?
Yeah.
But what's your question then, man?
I guess a couple of things. Number one, how does a prison tape of anybody, because this is surveillance, get out? Number two, somebody like him that's looked at from Chicago as a thorough, like a real gangster, stepper type dude, does this harm his reputation amongst his gang members getting caught on video like that? Because it still don't take away the work he did in the street.
By rules,
yeah, it's
supposed to, but it won't. Because he got homies comrades do the same shit. They just ain't got caught. Them niggas ain't got caught. They closet door ain't been open yet. That's all.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, or do you think there's a lot of undercover gay gangsters?
I wouldn't say gay niggas just had their choices, their preferences, because them niggas then did all this time and did certain. See, when you go in, man, you do time, homie. It's all about this. If you allow this to do some thinking, you gonna fuck around. You gonna fall weak, bro. It ain't about this when you doing time, bro. It's about this.
Yeah.
It's about elevating your mind. What do I do to keep myself out of here, first of all, and how the fuck do I get out of here? How do I survive out this 10 years? How do I survive for 10 years without getting killed? I ain't got time to be thinking about how I'm gonna give me some ass or let this little boy over here suck my shit in no prison when niggas is trying to kill me. Your mind is supposed to be on a whole different ball game, a whole different level. So if your mind is on that and growth, you're reading. Reading is fundamental, which most niggas don't do. You're learning. You're trying to go to every class you can because you want to progress and you want to achieve once you get out. So it takes you from that element, even that thought of sex. The only time me personally came to the means of the thought of sex was if I got a letter from my woman and it smelled like perfume, and of course, any man, you know, you would feel that instant emotion and that physical, that thought at that time and moment.
Yeah.
And then I had my own moments where, you know, I have my alone time, nigga, and I get my motherfucking Fifi bag, nigga, and I'll go to work. Simple. Hey, nigga, I need you about to sail for a few hours, homie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with Lil J, what if people, he just saying, man, I ain't gay, I'm just gay for the stay. When I'm on the street in the free, I'm not gay. This is just what I do just for the stay.
D, did you just...
Because maybe he's just weak-minded.
Did you just say that to me, man? G1. That's why I say I'm new to this new world, man. I just flew over here. I'm new to this new world, D, but I guess that philosophy analogy worked for this era, D. You say, so I ain't gay I'm just gay to the state, but not to the streets.
This is gay for the state. Why he in prison, this is what I do while I'm in here. And when I'm back in the free, he just only mess with the women.
Says who?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, we never know anybody.
Says who when you got Big Frida running around here, man, making millions and shit.
Yeah.
Who say nigga ain't gonna go fuck around with Big Frida on the under?
Nah,
Or what's the other bald head food that's really, really viral around here? Looking like a big old cowboy. Look like he's supposed to be playing linebacker some damn
you
well,
talking
man.
about Saucy Santana?
There we go, right there.
Oh, is that you talking?
No, he just said it.
But the other nigga too, that be defending on Bad Boys Texas.
Oh, Jonathan. I am
Yeah,
Jonathan.
you feel me?
Yeah.
So it's like, hey man, to each his own. But see, you can't knock them because they bring who they are.
Yeah.
Each one of them individuals, one thing I can say in respect, they are who they are.
So the hiding is the problem. When somebody
That's
is
it,
found
bro.
said,
That's it. Okay, nigga, you a killer.
yeah.
But your sexual preference is, I go both ways, or I like this. Okay, then that shouldn't take away from your characteristics then as a killer as to who you is then, nigga, because that's your sexual preference. What fucks you up is when it's hidden and exposed to this level because of the world we in. That's why I said, when you asked me the question, I said, no, that's not gonna really damage him because too many niggas are gonna be stuck on the possibility of, but that nigga with the shit though. Yeah, niggas talk that winning shit all they want, but that nigga with the shit. So, in essence, you got to step back and say, damn, okay, how do you really, really even approach this to deal with it? Shit, that's the homie, nigga. So, fuck it, that's his thing. And that's what most niggas gonna do.
Why would we even care, though? Let's say, if dude is efficient and effective at doing whatever his job is as a stepper, hustler, all that shit, why does it even matter what he doing in the closet?
And you know something, D? I've grown so much in my life to the point of maturity on my grown man shit. You absolutely right, King. Why the fuck should it matter to us? That's that man preference. Feel me? I love midgets, right? Just so to say. Let me clarify this, TV land. You motherfucker right with shit. Because nobody heard me just say that nigga love midgets. What I do? So look though. But I love little bitty midgets, right? Might be the skinny midgets. That's my sexual preference.
Yeah.
That don't take away from my gangster. You feel me?
Yeah.
So you make a damn good point, bro. And you know something? We as the people, and because of, You know, we in a world in a society where it's not a hidden society no more. This society is wide open. Those alphabets aren't going nowhere. They here to stay.
Yeah.
They stamped and knowing they here to stay. So what do? You just adapt. You don't got to participate if that's not your preference. You just adapt. But do we disrespect because it ain't your preference? No, we don't disrespect. You learn to adapt. So that's the damn good point you made, man.
Because recently, internet sensation been going wild. Tony Wilrich, openly gay Crip out of Fort Worth. He been, bank throwing up that flag recently. He openly gay. And a lot of people kind of been on his bumper a little bit, you know what I'm saying, about him being openly gay and being a Crip, as this idea that you can't be gay, openly gay, and a gangbanger.
Well, it's the gang connection which messes him up and make it controversial. Because, like I said, once upon a time, when the rulings was really instilled, nigga, you wasn't finna be coming out of no closet with this gang and talking about this what you do.
Yeah.
And if you did, the gang would already know that because that's why you there, specifically for that reason when you go to jail.
Yeah.
We got our little boy, girl already from the hood. You know what I'm saying? Which some hoods got that shit, believe it or not, D. That's the crazy part about it, in the systems. You feel me? But it's rulings behind the shit overall. So the gangs who may still stick by the rulings and by the protocols, that's why it becomes effective.
Yeah.
Because it's not something that's done or it's not the normal. And like, hell no, now you really taken away from this gang thing then. How can we be hardcore if niggas are allowing gay niggas to accept the gang theory? Because unless you finna be a real thorough one of them niggas that's out here killing and hitting shit and sliding, then what's your purpose?
Yeah. Do you think somebody like Tony, being that he is in the entertainment business as an artist and as a dude reality TV show shit, if he go to LA, do you think guys will press him because of that?
Oh, off top, based on the fact whatever Crip gang he claiming, they coming at him. A1, homage. Gotta pay homage, nigga. That's when your softness that you spoke on comes in at. From the story these situation, right?
Yeah.
2, nigga, who told you can do that? Who gave you that green light for this hood?
Yeah.
I don't know what other hood you claim, but you claiming our hood. So whatever hood he claiming, whatever hood, whatever block, yeah, definitely.
If you did something that the gang didn't like, can they still try to DP you today?
Me personally?
Yeah.
If I did, great question, man. Me as a general, a retired general at that, can I still be DP? Yeah and no. Yeah and no. I couldn't get DP A1 because A1, I'm not in no position or doing anything to put myself in a violation position where I'm bigger than the program to the point where I need to be DP. Because that DP wouldn't be a DP. It would basically end up into a deployment where now it's me against my niggas or my hood.
Yeah.
Because I ain't finna just accept no DP. Nigga, I'm a grown-ass motherfucking man. Retired. And you niggas talking about come down because I can get beat up? Well, nigga, come on, we fighting then. Nigga, it's going down then.
Yeah.
But if I was still neutralized, centered in that era, then I would have to accept my DP, even as a general, if I violated and fucked up.
Yeah.
Yes. I wouldn't be bigger than the program, even though I'm one of them niggas and I'm the nigga that's pointing fingers and green lighting shit. I can be DP'd as well if I violated the cause.
Yeah.
But see, we're not on those type of time channels no more. See, that's the time channel I come from. That's why I was so much discipline. It was so much defense built within the gang theory amongst a lot of us because of that. We had protocol. Feel me? We had substance. We had guidance amongst each other. We had, teaching and communication amongst each other. So it was different. Now it's just wide open. It's just a nigga can move tomorrow. As soon as he move, whatever street he move on, he meet one motherfucker. He don't even know this nigga is the most softest nigga in the area, but he didn't put you on right now.
Damn.
And told you this is what it is.
Yeah.
And now you banging, just like that. See, it didn't used to be like that. You had to, nigga, you push up in the hood, first thing niggas do, who is you?
Yeah.
Who your peoples? Nigga, you got to be identified. You got to go through some shit. You got to, where your work at? Where your resume? What you done?
Yeah.
Niggas gonna question you. And then from that point, now they gonna test you. Nigga might fire on you right there on the spot and fire on your ass. Just to see if you can fight or if you gonna fight back. It could be this nigga cousin, walk right up with him. Hey, homie, yeah, hey, this my cousin, such and such. Hey, what's happening, blood? Where you from, blood? Oh, yeah, I'm, but bam, nigga, fire a nigga, just like that.
Damn.
Just to test a nigga. That's how the projects was. You feel me?
Wouldn't it be y'all fault, though, if the generation after y'all is doing worse, it's because y'all failed them to lead them in the right way?
I be goddamn, boy, this nigga D. I love D questions, boy. D is vicious. That's my camera, huh, D?
Yeah, that's you.
ATV Land. Charlie once said this to the public, right? And I turned around in cahoots with what he said in admittance as the first double OG ever. You damn right it's our fault. We dropped the ball. We let the young niggas run. And the old niggas got scared of the young niggas because the dope took control of the real niggas who could put the discipline down on the young niggas. The daddies is still in prison for life who can come out here and make a difference and put the discipline down. So they knew the game plan from the giddy up, D. They knew this from the giddy up. So you damn right it's our fault. Because there's no alliance. There's no communication. They are afraid to talk to the OGs, and the OGs are afraid to talk to them. What kind of shit is that? I didn't grow up scared to talk to my big homies. I didn't grow up scared to be able to walk up to my big homie and say, big homie, let me ask you a question. Hey, what you think of and they give me some advice. That's how we were groomed in the second generation. That's how we knew what to do. The only difference amongst us from my big homies in the first generation was my big homies were squabblers, toe-to-toe fighters, wrestlers, grappling, poker nigga. Wasn't too many trigger mans. It was few.
Yeah.
It was a lot in our generation. Niggas had the combination, squabblers, trigger mans, a go, head busters. So we took the volatile to a different level.
So what would you name?
It became worse.
What you name this generation? If y'all was the shooters, what would this generation be?
Oh, the drug addicts.
So back to drugs now.
They are controlled by the drugs. Take the drugs away, you wouldn't have all these shooters. Guarantee you. Take the fucking drugs away, you would not have all these shooters. These niggas got watch the Scarface movie. Man, we gonna get them niggas, cuz blood. See, we didn't do none of that. Nigga hit us, we gone.
Yeah.
Right there on the spot. Fuck the police coming to get us. We already know they coming. We gone. That was the difference. And it was like that for gangs in LA, period. Soon as a nigga get hit, niggas gone.
Yeah.
Niggas ain't doing no waiting. Niggas ain't crying, oh, the dead homies. Niggas is gone.
Yeah. Now, you were familiar with Charleston White. I know a lot of people kept hearing you saying Charlie.
Yeah, that's his name. I gave him that name. That's the name he responded from me on, Charlie.
Charlie.
Yeah.
You seeing him early in the career, now he seeing where he is now on tour, Live Nation, you know what I'm saying, open up for TK Kirkland, being on Lil Uzi album coming out, things of that nature. Are you surprised Charleston got to this point?
Nope, not at all. A1, I had the prediction phone call with him 17, 18 months ago when we talked about this shit, and he told me, you know, when I broke it down to him, basically, telling the nigga his character and the fact that, you know, our whole introduction and meeting was based on, because I knew his characteristics. I knew he was playing the internet. Yeah. I knew this. So this is why I'm the only well-respected nigga on this internet. You ain't gonna never, ever, ever see that man disrespected come after. He ain't gonna never talk about me on this internet. I'm in this town right now. I fly right down here and get on the phone and call that nigga Charlie if Charlie got a real problem with me. Yeah. We ain't gonna do this internet shit. I already told him. So we got a respect factor going on. I knew he was going to escalate to this level because he told me. And the internet didn't do nothing but buy right into what he needed him to buy into, the character. So now what's being shown is he's starting to show that, hey, man, I played you niggas. It was all a character from the beginning. I told you niggas it was it. Yeah, no, man, it was a character, niggas. And now I'm here.
Yeah.
And the internet love him. They like him.
Well, the streets understand. So, like, let's say he come to L.A., will he be okay? Because he traveling, he touring. Do you think people really mad at Charleston?
Well, now, LA is a different ball game. It's a different vibe, different temperature. Depending on who's at the venues or depending on who really got a problem with him, he ain't really had no problem. Because like I said, the movements ain't the way it used to be. Now, our time, our eras, Charlie would never make it in LA. Mm-hmm. Never. Sneaking on the plane, it wouldn't even fucking matter. See, just another thing, give you a prime example. He go on the internet, he do a mockery of the state. Say, oh, nah, man. Nah. Niggas gotta get up to catch me. And he right. He absolutely right. See, you see the analogy in that?
Yeah.
The nigga ain't telling the lie. He ain't bullshit. He telling the truth. And you only gotta be a smart nigga to be able to catch on and say, okay. So, but now, you can't underestimate, Charlie. When you say those things, what you're not realizing in the back of your mind, it is smart niggas that's up 5 o'clock in the morning. It is smart niggas in LA that's in them streets that if they really want your ass, they know how to holler at one of them TSAs or send the homegirl down there and say, let me know when that motherfucking flight get through here.
Yeah.
Niggas really ain't tripped on that level, bro. Ain't nobody really tripping with Charlie like that. If niggas really want to touch Charlie, no matter what city, whether it was Detroit, Los Angeles, Chicago, Louisiana, Mississippi, Texas, everywhere he go, if niggas really wanted Charlie can be touched. Don't nobody really want to do nothing to that nigga, man. A lot of niggas scared they don't want to go to prison.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you killed a nigga, you going to prison. He dead, he gone. But them boys gonna come get you for him.
Yeah. Cause
he's established like that. So any smart man and wise man to know, man, that nigga's a fruitcake. He's funny. He's a character. Why waste my time? Let that nigga live.
What do you think he respect about you that he didn't about Wack or Ayatollah?
Oh, ain't no comparison. Ain't no comparison. It's total separation. Respect. He respected me because I gave it to him up front. When that phone call came through and his voice entered that phone, and I'm like, what's up, nigga? He go, yeah, what's up, man? I said, what's up, Charlie? First thing came out my mouth was Charlie. I didn't say Charleston. I said, what's up, Charlie? I said, yeah, nigga, it's a pleasure. Nigga, it's an opportunity to be able for us to sit there as men and meet, homie. Hey, check this out, Charlie. Look, man, straight up, my nigga, I'm gonna tell you straight up like this up front. I'm not calling you to be on some bully shit to you. I'm not calling you on some bounty hunter or some blood gangster shit to you, bro. I'm calling you, homie, as another man that represent my city. I need to know what's the problem and why you feel the way you feel. And me and that nigga had a phone interview for 3 hours on the phone, and he broke it all down and told me his perspective. Because you know how you take a coin, D, and you flip it. It's going to come down either heads or tails.
Yeah.
All of us Cali niggas, all we heard was the tail side of it, which is Charlie talking.
Yeah.
All right, why is this nigga mad at all of us and we don't even know the nigga? And that's the level I came at him on. See, what I look like as a blood, want to kill this nigga or chop his head off because he talking about fuck bloods, fuck you niggas. He ain't never say fuck bounty hunters. He said fuck bloods, okay. That don't mean he said fuck me. You see how that is? That's the separation. I didn't take that subconsciously as a diss. I didn't take it as in my feelings. You feel me?
Yeah.
So
when somebody say fuck all black people, you be like, he ain't talking about me because he ain't say my name. I'm black. Sure.
No, that's different. That's different though. That's a different approach. I'm speaking from the gang culture aspect of this man being a citizen, a law-abiding, tax-paying citizen on the outside, speaking against the genocides of what the fuck we're doing anyway. I would be a stupid ass nigga not to be able to understand that and see it, even though I'm a gang member. So that's what separated me because it was the fact that I'm a real thorough leader. I was born in this shit to lead, for real, for real. And so I know what's really right and what's righteous and what's fucking wrong. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I have no point to be just totally upset at a man if it wasn't even Charlie. Let's just say it was coming from John Blow. It's the message that's delivered that a lot of people can't take in, bro, so they getting their feelings. Fuck the nigga who's delivering the message. How about that? Drown his ass out. Don't even look at the nigga cock eye, one eye, whatever you want to call the nigga. Listen to the words for a second. You're going to go, damn. That old googly eyes nigga did make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
And that's what drew my admiration and caught my attention with the nigga. Because I sit back and I start listening to him. I didn't listen at him, I listened to him. I said, damn. I said, he talking about us. He talking about me. He talking about the shit we do. Damn. So I would look ignorant as the gang leader / former gang leader I am to go after this man knowing he really speaking on the truth.
Yeah.
So all I did, I reversed it. I took everything he gave the internet, I gave it to him. in our conversation. He said, man, you nigga, you the first nigga and the only OG nigga ever understood it, man. No, man, nothing but respect, man. No, man. OG, you the realest OG. No, man. So then he went on Sound Minds one night, and he called me late night. I was just coming out of session. He called me. He said, OG, what, you busy? You tired up? I said, what's up, Charlie? He said, no, man, I'm doing this thing right now. I wanted to bring you in, man, bring you on right quick, man. And we had did a show one night. That was the first and only show we had did was on Sound Minds. We was on a panel.
Yeah.
And, that was the start of our respect. And I've given it to him ever since. He comes on here, he goes in his little rants and shit. Sometime I might get on the phone, I might text a nigga, tell him, or say something to him, get in the nigga ear. A lot of times, I keep it pushing, bro, because I already knew what he's doing. He built a characteristics in himself to win, like the nigga doing.
Now, kind of transitioning a little bit. Recently, Keefe D, people speculating he may end up going to jail for the Tupac murder. That is being reopened. I guess, if I'm hearing it correctly, a search warrant was sent to a house. Keefe D doing the interviews talking about what happened that night with him in Orlando, things of that nature. Do you think that was a bad choice? Do you think if he was a betting man and knowing that now, he could end up going to jail for Tupac murder?
He should never open. First and foremost, I can't really speak on it because I'm signed under disclosure where I can't really talk about it, but I'm signed to a major film production company right now, and I'm starring as a certain character's name.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to speak around it, but and that particular character that I play and portray is a controversial character in the internet.
Okay.
If you catch me.
Yeah.
So this person speaking on this shit was a slap in the face from the very beginning. He should have never opened his motherfucking mouth and talked about it, period. Because, as you know, first of all, if you commit a murder, bro, and you haven't been convicted for that murder and you get your ass on the internet talking, you're going to prison, you're going to jail. Ain't no statutory limits in murder, like, okay, it's a limit. Since when? Nigga, you did a murder 45 years ago, right? They didn't have no DNA right back then. But they just so happen got some DNA on your ass, they coming to get your jackass. What, you 52 now? Oh, I'm sorry, bro, but you finna go lay down for another 45, 50 years. They don't care nothing about you being 52. You owe the system. That's how they look at it. You feel what I'm saying?
The information that he got online talking about with Tupac, like everybody kind of, was that just hood?
That's why they came and got him, man. They utilized that to see the real significant truth to it.
Yeah.
Along with the investigation and whatever evidence that was accumulated.
Yeah.
And tie that shit all entwined, and if that shit keep fumbling back to the truth of, damn, well, what he said really rarely makes sense, because a lot of people thought it was a lie. Man, them niggas didn't kill Pac. Orlando didn't do that shit, or he didn't do this, or we wasn't shoot. They wasn't, this happened that night. They was this. You know what I'm saying? If it all lines up, because the only way they're gonna line it up is now because they have something to go on. Remember, they didn't have nothing to go on at first.
Yeah.
They had shit to go. There was no way, hell, they could have did the movies that they did and put out the films that they did if that interview wouldn't have took place and he said what he said. There was no fucking way. Only way they can do that film and depict from the white Cadillac, that would have been it. They couldn't have gone to the depths like they did. They wouldn't have knew about Club 626 and the after party.
Yeah.
See, that's when I was on my way. We were stuck on the freeway up in fucking 3-4 hours of traffic, so we never even made to Vegas.
Damn.
We'd have been there that night, but we didn't leave early enough, so we was stuck. We hadn't even made it to Barstow. I mean, to the Vegas border port yet.
Yeah.
Feel me? Stuck, sitting on the freeway, smoking in the car, chilling. And cut the radio on here, Tupac Shakur just got killed. We busted you, head back toward the house, get back on the 15, headed back out, man. That motherfucker crowd is trying to get out. So many people, bro. So it was like they had nothing at that point in time. And then you have to live in these cities to know, It's just like you from the D, you know Detroit.
Yeah.
So it's like, bro, there's no way in hell a motherfucker gonna pull up on the boulevard of Las Vegas in a loud white t-shirt Cadillac and blast and get away without no form of chase and nobody being able to see, the lights place to see. That whole boulevard is lit up with lights, bro. I'm talking about the boulevard itself is probably $1 billion just in lights. Something to think about. Not to mention cameras. Even back then, it still was cameras. Not as important as it is now, but it was still cameras because we talking about major $1 million hotels and corporations, man.
So you don't think it was him? You think it might have been something bigger than want to get Pac out the way? Because sometimes, when you get a person that seems bigger than life, you can't ever see something just regular happen to him. We want to romanticize it sometime and be like, no, it couldn't have just been some Crip niggas. It had to be the FBI wanting him dead.
I mean, even if it would have boiled down to, and they said it was Bloods killed him.
Yeah.
It would still be a speculation of theory to me because of the fact of who he was. And I know how powerful the youngster was and his demeanor and then just his whole his get down. So it's like it's the bottom line, my opinion, my personal opinion of being on the inside of the row at one time, heavily in the death row, having the opportunity to be around Pac, meeting, have conversations with him, watch the nigga chain smoke like in 2 minutes, every 2 minutes, lighting a Newport. If that wouldn't have killed him, cancer damn sure would have killed Tupac. Now that I predicted, I said within myself, that cancer gonna get his ass, man, because this young nigga smokes. Like really had a really nerve problem or something. Like we doing an interview right now, you interviewing Pac, before you get through with Pac with that interview, you probably see 5 to 10, if not more, cigarettes, this half, sitting in your ashtray.
Damn.
Because he chain smoked just like that, bro. You feel me?
Yeah.
So if the streets wouldn't have got him, cancer was definitely gonna get him.
Do you feel like Pac was a street nigga? Like?
No. Pac fatal mistake, bro, was getting out of prison and coming out here and started trying to claim a fucking gang, man. Pac was got out of prison and went to death row and ran death row. Straight up. Got to death row, fulfill his needs and his means of death row, branch off from death row, establish his own shit, and keep moving. That's what Pac was supposed to done. And if he would have had the right niggas, see, I'm a threat. Because niggas I couldn't be around shit like that because we gonna win. I'm gonna make sure we gonna win. Whatever think they gonna be in the way to stop us, we gonna knock it down first. Because this nigga's a prize. We gonna win. Same thing I used to tell Simon fat ass. Niggas would left me and Suge here, he the one, stay winning.
Yeah.
Feel me? Because I would have been the only nigga in his ear with real interest and real genuine respect for the nigga because I knew his position. When other niggas was yes men, nigga, you couldn't yes men me. You couldn't tell me what to do, nigga. Feel me?
Yeah.
Anything, you finna follow my lead. I'm your big homie. And that was my mentality. So it was like, same thing with Pac. He just didn't have the right, real individuals behind him, bro, representing him and sitting him down.
Did you look at Suge as a street nigga?
No, hell no. That's for a fact. He ain't no street nigga. That's Miriam Suge Knight. Grew up in a house in Compton with a swimming pool in a backyard. Went to private school, nigga. 2 parents in the house, which I had the same thing. Don't get me wrong, but still, it was different. I was in the projects, nigga.
Yeah.
I'm really, really in it. Feel me? Again, when you are served a certain element in your life and a certain spoon, and then money change your characteristics, that don't make you street, bruh. Feel me? If I was in his position and I was him, I would have never been a mob. I would have never became the mob, or I would have never became Suge the Piru. None of that shit. I'd have been the next Barry Gordy in this motherfucker.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because that's the opportunity they gave him.
I want to end with this because I know a lot of people go out to L.A. and we get fooled by the palm trees and Hollywood and Beverly Hills. But you hear a lot of people, damn near majority of rappers I know that went to LA for business and got robbed. Some, it happened. I interviewed Abasi J, Pop Smoke, little brother. What is it is it checking in? Like, how do an artist, an inspired artist who trying to make it, go to LA and be safe? Do you have to tap in with a gang? Do you have to associate?
It's not, see, I'm glad you asked that question because me and Unc touched on these topics a couple of times on our channels. And let me tell you out there, TV land, checking in is real. I'm keep telling you niggas this over and over. It's fucking real. And what I mean by that, it's two different steps of checking in, D. Now, you can have that check-in where you trying to claim this gang or you trying to claim this clique, then yeah, you automatically gonna have to check in to that gang that you involved in. And 9 times out of 10, if that gang you involved in, because you really a carnation gangster to them, that's when the story comes into play.
Mm.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Then you got unique rappers who's really rappers, the niggas from the streets like myself, the big U's and other niggas really, really like these cats and really see the potentials in them. But then we smart businessmen from the West Coast to know that if I tie in with this nigga, it could take my shit to another level, and then it brings my artists in with the collaboration. So we see business. So we make a relationship with them. We network and build a relationship. Nigga, whenever you hear, tap in with me, my nigga, I got you. So now they got a clearance. So now when they come to Cali, I got a support system in Cali. It ain't so much as, oh, I got to go check into these niggas or they going to kill me. No, I got a support system, meaning I got some niggas who's really plugged in them streets out there, a nigga who really got a name. If I move around in Cali, based on that nigga's name, I got to pass. It's a big difference, bruh. So until niggas understand that and adapt to that game, you're going to keep seeing a lot of these niggas robbed and dead, bro. Because they got this perception, oh, fuck that, I ain't checking in nobody when I get to LA. I ain't doing, all right. Niggas gonna keep coming up short. And the wise ones that know individuals out here, that's why they slide through like they slide through and go on home safely. Because they dealing with it on a protocol aspect. And that's just like if I go to Detroit, bro, I go to Chicago, nigga, I'm tapping in with the real ones. I'm checking straight in with my real ones. And I'm a general. So I'm checking in with other generals, nigga. Because I need them generals to know I'm in the compound right now, homie. So if anything happen on you niggas name your shifts, because y'all, I'm tied in with y'all. And then my hood's gonna know. That's the whole procedures, bro. See, niggas ain't understanding the concept. They just looking at it from a hip-hop, oh, they ain't checking in. All right, nigga. But if you smart, you'll move smart. I want to know every nigga in every city then practically, if I got a hot-ass artist and I ain't traveling with him and I'm sending my artists, then I need to know all the goons or some of the real goons or some of the real generals that's in that city. I need to have a relationship with them.
Is this a black thing only? Do white artists deal with this?
Yeah, they do it. We just don't see it and hear about it. And I'm glad you pointed that out because I pointed that out as well. People say, oh, we the only ones behind about checking. No, we don't. They do it too. They just do their shit on a professional level, on a different level. We just don't see it. You feel me? We just don't see it. Well, how is that, Cap? All right, go show me Justice Beaver hanging out in South Central. Go show me Justice Beaver just jumped out and threw a bunch of money out his limousine just to be seen. Because he moved different. And he got bodyguards and black securities too, nigga, from the hood and the block.
Yeah.
So you see the difference? Justin Bieber finna come in, he going to South Central to shoot a video. You think they just drive to South Central and jump out and shoot a video? Fuck no. Them niggas get on the phone and they consult. Is it cool? Who do we pay? Who we look out for? Prime example. When the Compton movie was shot, straight out of Compton, right? Because of Dre's relationship with, and Dre's controversy to and forth on from the streets as well as the industry, and then Cube's connection to the street, and then just that movie being as big as it was, they had to shoot that film throughout Los Angeles. Now, these are niggas that's from Los Angeles, right? We're talking about Dr. Dre and Ice Cube. But them niggas couldn't come to the streets and just shoot. The production company, Universal, and the big companies that was behind them, they couldn't come to the streets and just shoot the film in these hoods without clearance. My relative made $25,000 for 1 day of work for consulting to tell his young homies, stand down, and I'm getting y'all jobs. They want to shoot over here on the block. when they came over there and shot on Vermont. My relative, rest in peace, Big Devil, 107 Hoover. Just give me a prime example, right?
Yeah.
I get paid all the time like this. Consulting movie deals, consulting. Or they call me Cap. Hey, they want to shoot over here, such and you think it's cool? Let me make some calls. Boom, it's gone, green light. You get a check. You get paid. It's a lot of real thorough individuals in the game who have made it out the game just on consulting alone in the industry, bro. Being the middleman. Feel me? And knowing the ties. So it's important with this check-in thing, bro. It's important for us, especially, see, people got to get off the black and why the white folks don't do it. You got to look at us. You got to look at the standards of us because the way shit is set up for us and the way the world is, it's professional that you move professional, bro.
Yeah.
So you live to see another day and go home to your kids. That's what this shit's supposed to be about.
I guess because you never hear, like, no white artists getting robbed, stuck up. It's like just gangs target black people.
Yeah, well, it's our dumb ass with the same things as we've been doing over 60 years, man, genociding one another. And whites do get robbed, D. Again, bullshit. See, we just don't hear about it. They don't publicize it and run to the internet like they do. Them motherfuckers get robbed daily in LA. Bullshit. Go turn on the news. The news will tell you, though, especially, bro, let me tell you something. Man, the young homies is tearing the shit up out them jewelry stores right there in Melrose. They tearing them Jews' ass up right now in LA. Fucking over them.
Yeah.
But you ain't gonna hear about it because they don't want it publicized. Because if you publicize it, guess what? It opens the door to tell all the rest of the motherfuckers South Central, come on down, it's our turn too now. You feel me?
Yeah.
So they try to keep the shit under on us. But man, listen, man, it be going up, homie. Them white folks get it too.
What about professional athletes? Because
boy, you must ain't heard our other story, huh?
Yeah, go ahead and tell it real quick.
It was a time, man, boy, NBA had it bad, nigga, in them 90s. Shaq? Oh, boy, that's Big Shaq.
Yeah, he got laid down?
Nigga. Boy, listen, Shaq had it bad, nigga. Had it bad till he hooked up with the right niggas. He was golden. Feel me? But Shaq was a good homie. Shaq good. Keith Kloss, another homie. Ex-Clipper player, feel me? Straight from Hoover, though, from the streets. It was other NBA players, names was on that list, couldn't get that pass, man. I lived in a mansion for 4 years, rent-free for saving a couple of NBA players. You feel me?
So when LeBron touched down and came to L.A.
Oh, yeah, LeBron connected with the right people.
Yeah.
Yeah, the King connected with the right people. Believe that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, believe that.
But his house got robbed of it.
You know what I'm saying? That's LA for you, nigga.
God damn. So, man, I know, man. So I'm going to call you when it's time for me. I'm going to call Spliff. Say, Spliff, I want to go to L.A. I was like, hey,
you know, it's open arms, D. Don't even trip, man.
Yeah, man.
It's open arms, baby.
Yeah, bro, because I'm friendly and I'm scary.
It's open arms, man.
No.
And besides, D, we ain't doing nothing to be getting in trouble or niggas to be mad at. We doing our thing. We handling business. You feel me?
Yeah. Last thing I do got to ask before this, because this is important about L.A. Boosie. Do you think he go to jail for having that gun in his back pocket on that video and they pulled him over?
It was in the backpack, man. The backpack. It ain't mine.
Yeah.
Man, Boosie out of here, man. They gonna send young Boosie to jail, man, on this one, man. They set him up, man. They set Boosie Booze up, man.
Damn. That live, the gun allegedly hanging out the back. How they can tell it's a real gun though? It can't be.
Because the dude who had that fucking cell phone, man. That cell phone shot fucked Boosie up, bruh. Then that's the only way they was able to do the matchup, D.
Yeah.
That's the only way, D. They went right back to that live, bro. So, that's that same motherfucker. Boom. When they went in that car, they did that search. That's the only way they was able to do the matchup, D. They would have never matched that gun up if that video wouldn't surface. How was they gonna match it? It would have just been another gun that the surfaces they didn't discover from a search.
Damn.
Unless they ran ballistics and that gun was hot, they damn sure wouldn't have had Boosie for that particular pistol to match it to that picture.
Yeah.
And that's what's fucking him up, bro. When he goes step in that court, by him being the major type of influencer that he is on the internet, one of the biggest on his internet and influencer like that,
yeah,
what the district attorney is going to do, they're going to paint a picture. They're going to paint that picture. And the first thing they're going to do is Exhibit A. Exhibit A, Your Honor. Notice the gun. That's all they're going to point out. Here's a rapper with a real gun, Your Honor. This is not a toy. This is not a prop. This is Exhibit B. Exhibit A you're looking at is Exhibit B, which is on the table. The real gun. That's how they going to book him, bro.
How many years do you think he facing?
With enhancements, meaning that they're going to book him from shit from the past, and because we really been wanting you, and you done slid away from us on a few bodies that we've been hearing your name on, they're going to try to give him whatever they can, man.
Yeah.
Definitely a 10-piece.
Damn.
Especially if it's the feds. It's the feds, right, correct?
Yeah, it's the feds.
Because he had the
Oh,
feds
yeah,
and the
because
state.
the state dropped it when he walked out. The feds arrested
Because
him.
that's what I told Unc. I said, all that was the shotgun approach, Unc. That was the pity pay pat, man. The state already knew the feds were going to get it because the state's already contacted him. Told her, yeah, y'all gave him a bill, huh? Okay, it's cool. We'll be there tomorrow. Walk him on out, but we'll be there tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So they already knew. State just played the dumb role like, yeah, we're dropping the case. Now y'all only dropping it because y'all are sending it to them because y'all know their case going to oversee yours anyway.
Yeah.
But it's sad to say, man, that they gonna make an example out of him, bro. That's my prediction. Hopefully, they don't fuck with him though, homie. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Boosie is Boosie, man. You know, he do his thing. He do a lot of too much going in the depths of talking on his internet on certain shit.
Yeah.
Especially on that VLAD channel. Like they road dogs, and he can just ask him anything. He's just as comfortable as hell to tell him his whole life. And you won't tell how that shit to a brother.
Yeah.
But you'll tell it to this fool.
Have you done Vlad yet?
Nah, they dipping and dodging from me, man, for some reason, man. I don't know, man. You know, at one point, I guess he'll give me that call so we could sit down one-on-one uno with a real one. You feel me? Because I got one question I want to ask him for me and my people.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Well, I tell you what, Bonnie Hunter BJ, man, it was a pleasure. I appreciate you sitting down with me.
Oh, man, it's a pleasure back, D, and I'll be back, man, for sure, man. And I'll be looking forward to you to hitting L.A., man, because you got to come on down there, man, and visit the ROE spot, man, visit the penthouse, man.
Hey, for sure, man, I'm there.
Yeah, man, for sure, man. Hey, man, shout out to everybody out there in TV land, man. Hey, man, ain't nothing but love to all my Texas, man, to all my Texicans, man. Everything in Texas, man. It's a Watts and Horns connection, man, all day long, man. Hey, man, we trying to bridge that gap, man, with that unity, man. That's what me and Big Unc pushing, man. We pushing that unity, man, bi-coastal, man. We don't give a fuck about none of this gang shit, because you looking at a real gang who did it, nigga. So right now, man, we trying to flip the narrative to this unity, man. And we out here, man. ROE 2023, man. Spliff D TV, man. And Mo Gale, man. Big D. Yeah.
Peace.